Hey everybody, welcome back to Armor Tips Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about the Pinty mount scope right here, which comes in 30mm and 1-inch rings. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Core Essentials Tactical Gun Belt. It has an adjustable seat rotors. This can raise up or come down. So I actually reached out to Pinty, asked them if they were interested in me doing a review on this. I kind of wanted to check it out as a budget-friendly scope mount for this Ruger Precision Rimfire in 22 mag, and then this Athlon Optics 6-24 scope. They said, yeah, they'd love for me to check it out, so they sent it to me. So full disclosure, I did not pay for this. They sent this out to me for free. I was not paid to do a review. I was not asked to give a good review. They just said, check it out, tell us what you think, give us any feedback. So that's what I'm doing. And I will have feedback in a second. It's not really bad, it's just feedback. So like I said, this is a Ruger Precision Rimfire in 22 Win Mag. Athlon Optics 6-24 first focal plane illuminated reticle. I don't remember the exact model. I'll put the link down in the description below. I bought this off Amazon. I paid for this rifle. I also have a Silenceco Spectre 2 suppressor right here, and then this is just kind of one of those typical kind of cheaper, Caldwell kind of style bipod from Bipod Factory, and everything's been working pretty well so far. But the Pinty scope, so a few things. It does have, I don't know if you guys can see that very well here, if not I'll put in a B-roll, but it does have Picatinny rails on the top of the rings. I've never really used Picatinny rails on rings before. I know some people say you could put a flashlight on it, or a laser, or maybe a red dot sight. Maybe that's something that a lot of people do. I've never personally had a use for it. So maybe it doesn't really hurt that it's on there. Maybe it adds a little bit of weight, I guess, but it's not that much. So as I mentioned in the intro, this comes in, its standard is a 30mm ring size, but it does also come with plastic reducers that you can put in there to make it work for 1-inch scopes. I don't have those on hand right now because I am currently in the process of moving, and everything's been kind of getting packed up so we can take pictures and move everything, so my stuff is just scattered all over the place or boxed up. So I'll put in a picture from Pinty's website, what that looks like. Comes with the reducers, and then it also comes with a wrench, like a little Allen key to tighten down the screws for the rings. And each ring has a total of 6 screws. So it's pretty nice. It's also kind of a hassle because you have so many to tighten down, but it's a lot of tension, a lot of surface area on that scope. As you can see right here, it's not this particular model, I don't think they make one, but this model especially does not really have like a quick disconnect lever. It's just a standard kind of thumb screw setup. Nothing too fancy, pretty basic, and which makes sense because this scope mount at the time of this video is about $13 on Amazon. So I mean, it's not going to have all the bells and whistles of a scope mount. With that being said, I mean, it's been holding really well. Granted, this is just a 22 Win Mag. It's not like I'm shooting anything super powerful with this scope mount, but it has been holding up well. The base has not come loose from the rail of the rifle. The scope itself, there's no play in the scope. My kind of one feedback that I had, that I asked my contact about at Pinty Scopes is, what are the torque settings? Like what are we supposed to torque the rings to? Like what do you guys say to torque them to? And the response I got was 15 inch-pounds, which is fine, which is good. It's about what I expected. And what I actually ended up using, if you guys can see here, this is a Fix-It Sticks kit. It's basically a torque limiter set. It's been really great. I've been using them a lot lately. It helped a lot with torquing this setup down. This particular blue torque limiter here is 15 inch-pounds. I also have 25 inch-pounds, 45 inch-pounds, and 65 inch-pounds. They do have other kits too where it's a lot more like adjustable with the limits you have on there. And you see, comes a little T-handle tool, and it's pretty cool. I've done a little unboxing video with this if you guys want to check that out, but this is a great tool to have in your bag. Great tool setup. So anyway, I used the fix-it sticks to set this all up, 15 inch-pounds. Everything seems fine, like I said, nice and tight, nothing's moved around. So that's been great. And when I asked them what the torque settings were, I told them, hey, you guys might want to just put that in the Amazon description or even on their website. I mean, you know, they'll put it, hopefully they'll put it in the manual that comes with this down the road. But I told them, even now, like just as a quick workaround, put it on your website so people can look it up, because I couldn't find it. They said they would do that for the next manufacturer in later manufacturing. So I'm assuming they mean the manual. As of this video, they still don't have the torque settings on their website in Amazon or on their website directly. So that's kind of a bummer. I was hoping that'd be up there right now, but it's not. So for anybody wondering, I was told 15 inch-pounds. The install was fairly straightforward, fairly easy. You put it on, tighten these thumb screws down. Now I don't believe I had anything to really torque this down, so I just kind of did it, you know, snug. I'm not too worried about like hurting anything on the rifle. It's more of the scope rings I'm more careful about, because if you did it way too tight, then you could potentially damage the tube, which damages the scope, all that good stuff. So yeah, I took it out shooting. I was just kind of testing out. I mean, I got a few things on here that I'm testing out, and the mount was one of them. Like I said, held up tight, no problems. I'll keep using it, see how it goes. As you can see, the space around between the centerpiece of the tube here is pretty close for the inner dimensions of the scope rings. So I'm assuming this is a pretty standard spacing, will fit with most scopes, but you might want to check. I believe they have the measurements of the spacing here. You might want to compare that to your scope to make sure it's going to fit properly. So I took it out shooting. Everything seemed about on par with accuracy. I mean, this is a pretty new gun for me. I shot different types of ammo, new scope, all that kind of stuff. So there's quite a few variables. It's not like this is a seasoned rifle and the only new thing is the mount. Everything on here is basically brand new. I've only put, I don't know, 100, 150 rounds through this rifle maybe. So not a lot of range time with it yet, but everything seemed about on par. I didn't notice any weird stringing or anything like that. So everything so far seems solid. If you guys are looking for a budget-friendly, pretty good scope mount for the money, I would recommend it. I think I mean, as of right now, it seems like a really good buy. And that's my honest opinion. Like, if I paid for this, I would not be disappointed one bit. Now, would I use this for, you know, your 338 Lapua Magnum? No, probably not. Would I use it for PRS competitions with your, you know, $2,000 rifle setup? No, probably not. Would I use it for law enforcement, military? No, absolutely not. But it's not meant to be that, right? Like, Pinty is not going out saying, hey, this is military, law enforcement, like, everybody should use this. They're not saying that. This is a budget-friendly scope mount. That's what it's intended for. So if you're looking for something like that, I think this would hold up just fine. 223, you know, 556. I mean, their website does say heavy duty, holds up under heavy recoil during a sustained fire and even the most extreme circumstances. What that means, I don't know. I don't know what it's been tested to. 223, 556, 22 Win Mag, all that kind of stuff. I think it's gonna be just fine. Like I mentioned before, if you guys want to check out this scope mount or the scope, anything like that, I will have links down in the description below. You can check those out, help support the channel, which I do appreciate. I do thank you for those likes that you guys give me. That helps with the videos, helps me to do more videos. And if you like this video and you found that it was worthy, go ahead and hit that subscribe if I earned it, and I really appreciate it. Check out the Facebook. I'm going to be doing some giveaways on there pretty soon. And thanks for watching, guys, and take care.